I'm a 26-year-old female and my partner, 27 male. We've been together for over 2 years now. We both come from low-income households and we understand that money is not always available. The first couple of birthdays we've had together, we handmade our gifts to each other, and I really loved it. Now, my partner got a new job about 9 months ago, making substantially more money than he has ever made in his life. When he got the job, his birthday had just passed 2 weeks prior, meaning he got another handmade gift from me, because I still make the same amount of money. Once he found out the salary for his new job, he started making promises to me almost daily. He said he was going to buy me this specific bracelet that I've always wanted, and joked that I would only buy it for myself if I got a promotion. The bracelet cost about $300. Fast forward to 3 weeks ago when it was my birthday. He took me to the store. He told me he was going to buy me that bracelet. I was so excited. And I told him how happy that made me. We get to the store and he forgot his wallet. No big deal. I went to put the bracelet back and he says, "Oh no, I'll just Venmo you the money." Okay, no big deal. So I buy the bracelet. Fast forward 2 weeks, he still has not sent me the money. We are going to one of our mutual friends' going away party. I'm wearing the bracelet. One of my friends says, "Oh my gosh, your bracelet is stunning." And I said, "Thank you. I got it for myself at such and such store." Well, my partner heard that and immediately said, "No, babe, remember, I got that for you." And I said, "No, I paid for it." And he had a sour look on his face. Anyway, party goes on. We get back home later that evening. After some drinking, he starts going off about the bracelet comment. And I said, "Babe, I used my card, remember? What's the big deal?" And he blows up on me, calling me ungrateful. I told him to get an Uber and go home. He still hasn't sent me the money for the bracelet, by the way. I really didn't have $300 to throw away on a bracelet, so now I'm $300 short, and I want to dump him. Am I overreacting? There is an update. So we talked late last night. I could tell he was drinking. He admitted that he wanted me to prove that I could hold my own and not rely on his money before getting married. I said, "Married? Huh? You know I can't afford $300 out of nowhere." He started crying and said, "I just brought you an engagement ring. Are you happy now?" He hung up and I didn't call back. It's the next day and I'm still not initiating anything. If he wants to talk to me, he can initiate the next conversation, or it's going to be a breakup conversation. I feel tricked. Wow. So he tricked you into buying a $300 bracelet to prove that you could hold your own, and now he's dangling an engagement ring in your future, although he dangled $300 in your future too, saying that he was going to Venmo you that money. I don't know. I don't like tests like that. And then he's going to take credit for buying the bracelet when he didn't give you the money for the bracelet. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, young lady. If he doesn't initiate a conversation, an apology, and $300 along with that engagement ring, I would think that the relationship should be over. Or there should be, I don't know, some distance, maybe come back together after you've had some time apart to think if that's really the direction you want to go in. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And subscribe and like. Thanks. I'm a 34-year-old female and my husband is 38 male. We divorced 2 years ago. We have kids together and his entire family still hates me because he told them I left him for no reason. and destroyed the family. So here's what actually happened. Before we got married, he told me he experimented with men in college. I told him if he ever felt confused or wanted to explore his sexuality again, he could come and talk to me and we could figure it out together. It's a reasonable request. Apparently, he heard something different completely, because he later decided this meant he had permanent permission to sleep with men whenever he wanted. Fast forward to a work trip. He slept with multiple different men. Not one, not a moment of confusion, multiple men. When I confronted him, he told me it was not cheating because he is straight and sleeping with men does not count. That's what he told you. He said it like it was an actual rule. Then he said cheating only counts if you have romantic intent, and he did not catch feelings, so he was fine. He also said that because I once told him he could if he talked to me, if he ever wanted to explore his sexuality again, that meant I gave him permission. You know, you got me over here clutching my pearls because this is crazy. I said talk, not go on a tour. This was also during a time when he was extremely emotionally abusive. He would yell, belittle, twist everything around, and then switch into calm therapist voice and accuse me of gaslighting him or manipulating him whenever he did not get his way. The moment I stood up for him, he suddenly became an expert in therapy buzzwords. When I filed for divorce, he told everyone I was punishing him for being honest. He still insists he never cheated because it was only men. He didn't have feelings. I technically gave him permission by encouraging communication, and cheating only counts, quote unquote, if he personally believes that he's cheating. So would I be the a-hole if I finally cleared my name and told his family what actually happened? Right now they think I abandoned him and ruined everything. The real story is that he slept with multiple men, insisted it was not cheating, weaponized therapy language, and tried to debate monogamy like it was a college project. So, you would not be the a-hole at all. Get a bullhorn, tell everybody, get a group chat going, put everybody in there, aunts, uncles, cousins, co-workers, grandma, grandpa, put everybody in there, put him on blast, because he's a big liar and he just wants to be out there doing everything and everyone that he wants to do. I met my partner 4 years ago. I have a son from a previous relationship, and now we have a son together. Today we were talking about potentially having another baby. We discussed different things about the topic, like finances, how it will work, because I work my shifts around my kids and he can't, which is fine. But adding another into the mix would potentially take its strain on me. And at the end of it, he said to me, it would be nice for our son to have a sibling. To which I replied, he already has one. And he said, you know what I mean. And I replied, well, no, I don't. Because he already has a sibling. He then went on to say, at least when my oldest son goes to his dad's, he will have someone to play with. My older son goes to his dad's twice a month. In my brain, I'm thinking, what? I have massive respect for anyone who steps in and raises a child that isn't theirs. And when we first met, we came to the agreement that any children we had after my first son would be treated the same in terms of same rules, same holidays, birthdays, Christmas, etc. And what he had, they had, and so on. I pay for my son's bills, his clothes, and I also put towards the mortgage and food and holiday clubs, as I know and believe that this isn't his place or responsibility. That's mine and his dad's. I will also never ask him for money or expect anything from him when it comes to a son, although he does help me with childcare once a week after school. But he also says he knows I would do the same for him. Anyway, with having a second son, I still pay all those extra costs, so financially for me, another baby would be a struggle. I also know he could never love my son like he does his own biological son, and that's absolutely fine with me. I would never expect him to. Sometimes when we have a little disagreement, he throws it back in my face that he's took on extra baggage, and I should think about having another baby because he puts up with it, and it would just be fair. Am I being silly for being annoyed at his comments? I completely respect what he has taken on, but on the other hand, he didn't have to. He could have walked away from the quote-unquote baggage at the very start. I'm now thinking, why did he have a baby with me if this is how he feels? Am I just overreacting? No, I don't think you're overreacting. I would have an issue with him talking to me in that manner. Sometimes people I'm guilty of this myself. Sometimes people just speak without thinking. And I think you need to have a conversation with him about how you feel when he calls your son baggage and how he puts up with it. I mean, you've been together for 4 years. He's been in your son's life for 4 years. And he doesn't, I don't know. It just seems weird, his verbiage.